Time to go for a ride, guys. Not going to the gym. I thought I'd go for a ride in. Turn you around. Don't want to look at my scone. We'll go for a ride all the way into the river, the Mekong River, near the night markets there. Because of this typhoon Yagi that come across from Vietnam, it's been making its way across for the last few days. But what you seen me show yesterday, that was as bad as it got. Just that little bit of a downpour and then nothing. It's just overcast today, so no big storm or anything here, but it may not be this case up north because there's a few hydroelectric dams that have been releasing water. Two that I can think of is the Nam Leak in Muang Phuang district, where the floating cabins were. A lot of people were warned there about the rising waters. Plus the Nam Khan. The Nam Khan is the river that is part of the peninsula that the old city of Luang Prabang is on, and it joins there with the Mekong. So, two hydroelectric dams there releasing water should have contributed to a bit of a rise in the Mekong. Whether it's made its way down from Luang Prabang overnight or not, we'll soon find out, eh? But this video jumps around a bit. It may be I've just turned it off to save battery and save you guys boredom of just uninteresting areas of the city that we're riding through. So it is a fair ride where I'm going into there now. These lights have been out for a while too. Six kids, 3 boys, 3 girls on 2 bikes. It's probably about 3:30. School will be getting out soon. Obviously those kids are seniors and they're shooting off early. As we pass back that main light area, traffic light area, that's the end of Nong Batong, our village. We're in Dong Nasok now. Big Taj Mahal here. Shown you guys before that one, the purple roof. Just seems like every village has its own big mega rich person that just has to live in a big ostentatious sort of building. This fence would have cost more than Neenee's home, I'm sure. bit of an update on our little road warrior mate up past Mekong, our little traffic terrorist up there. Skip, Ority and their family will be heading up there around the 7th, 10th of October to Mekong and putting in the fence. I'll be heading up there, meeting them in Mekong to show them where the village is. Because the village very hard to locate on the map. Certain parts of the map are sort of real blurry and the village has no name. Not on Google, not recognised by Google anyway, so I'll be meeting them. Well, was going to go with Paul, but now some of the floodwaters have subsided. Paul's flat out with getting his island, secret island, back up and ready for the high season that is approaching, which is kind of good. It'll give us more time to gather more information how big of an area we've got to work with for this young fella to put in like a therapeutical not gymnasium, play equipment for him. So I'll spend more time with the young fella to see what his strengths and weaknesses are, which will give us a good idea of what we can put in there. So me and Paul, after the fence is done, we'll go up there at a later date. And another reason it would be good is because it's not a large area, you haven't got much room, putting a fence in and the play equipment, we would have just been getting in each other's road also. You know, Skip's taking up about 7 people in his crew, I think, and there would have been me and Paul and maybe one of his other workers, I don't know. We would have just been tripping over each other. I can do better than this, I'm sure, but there we go. Probably have the cops chasing me down now. So yeah, me and Paul will be going up at a later date. Don't know if we'll get up there before Chrissy. Maybe we'll put it off until afterwards when it starts to quieten down, just so we're not disturbing his peak season on Secret Island, Vientiane. But it doesn't mean I'm going up empty-handed either, yeah. I am helping the family out with other goodies we need to take. That wasn't a hornet, mate, it was somebody else. We'll go straight through these lights here that are out also by the look of it. Have to be careful here. Traffic trying to come through on me. There we go. Truck up behind me. I'm actually leaving this camera on just so you know how I was hit if I do get hit. Evidence that I've been taken out on my own stupidity. Also, another bit of an update. Neenee's stomach's been given a trouble again also, and done a whole series of blood tests to get to the bottom of it. She's had trouble for a while, as you guys no doubt know. long-term viewers. Blood test came back with an enlarged spleen. Enlarged spleen, if you didn't hear that. Doctor said we've got onto it pretty early. So each morning for the past week, and for another week coming, she's been going to the hospital and getting something pumped through her system to clean it out and kill the bacteria and stuff in there, so it isn't working as hard, and just fixing it up. Well, the headaches have gone and she is feeling better, but the doctor wanted to do it for 2 weeks just to make sure it is all right. But it is a wake-up call to the type of food that it's so easy to get and eat here. I'll continue on when I don't have to concentrate on this traffic here. There we go. Oh, what's traffic coming this way? These guys, see the police sitting there? We done a U-turn just there the other day, and there is a no U-turn sign, and as soon as we're halfway through the U-turn, he gave us the finger, pull over, so we did. And I do recall seeing a no U-turn sign there previously, and I slapped me forehead and apologised, because he's pointing back up at it, and he just said in Lao, yeah, just be careful, and walked away. Neenee was in the car with me, but once he realised that I was apologetic and I knew about it, it was a mistake. You know what I mean? He wasn't just after money. He is just enforcing the law there, and just let us off with a warning. I was reaching for my wallet already, but we just started to walk away. So they're not all just after money. They see you for rung and want to take them for a ride. No, we're turning here. That's why I've mounted the footpath. There's a guest. Oh yeah, there is a hotel up here, Chinese hotel. That's where they've all gone. Vientiane. Yeah, just let us off. Well, maybe he's got a hangover. He had a hangover and didn't want any more beer money. Anyway, guys. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we can go straight ahead. Oh, they've concreted that road. This road. This is the road that the our translator's on. Anyway, Neenee's stomach, Neenee's spleen. We're nearly at the river. The food. Lots of spicy stuff and a lot of deep fried stuff is no good for it. Not saying a lot of spicy stuff is no good for it, it's the way they cook it here. And no doubt, I don't know, it's not up as far as I thought. And it's just a big coincidence, isn't it, that it reared up again after our trip away from our big loop tour, because when we're on those tours, unless she's eating a bowl of noodles, whatever you want to call them, it's usually always deep fried stuff, and then we're eating snacks like potato chips, and it's absolutely not a healthy diet we're on when we travel here, and it is hard to get healthy meals while you're away. I think I'm going to have to start eating, if I want to look after my own spleen, my own health, is start eating noodles, you know, because all that's boiled in water. Things like steak lao and the pad kapow that I have, and all those stir-fried dishes are cooked in oil, and where's that oil come from? God knows where it comes from. Now, it's to be just the cheapest type of oil. It's probably recycled oil from, you've seen videos and that on YouTube, I'm sure, about the oil, the recycled oil in China that they get out of bins and strain it and use it again. I'm not saying that that's how it's all cooked over here, but even you go to the night markets and that, there is a lot of deep fried dishes there, and it can catch up on you. It can, and Neenee's stomach now is, it has caught up with her and her spleen, and it's luckily we've got onto it, you know. So it's a wake-up call. We are I've always tried to eat healthy, and you know, it's hard to tell somebody they've got to change their own diet. You know, they have to want to do it, you know. And going to the hospital every day for 2 weeks and the doctor telling her, you know, she is aware now, you know, that she, you know, even her traditional spicy dishes she can't handle anymore, you know. And yeah, going to festivals and ceremonies and meeting friends, there is a hell of a lot of Lao people that do die of liver diseases over here, and it's not just drinking that causes that. You know, it does have a lot to do with how they prep their food. I'm no doctor, guys, I'm not, but you know, just knowing a little about a healthy diet, everything that goes into cooking some of these things is the amount of salt in them, and then the fish sauce, the MSGs. They cook for taste here. They do. They don't care about how good it is for you. It's got to be tasty. You know, and you come over here and you experience the Lao food at these bloody night markets, and it's terrific. It's beautiful. Go for it. But you're not living here. You don't, you know, that is when you are living here, that's where you got to wisen up a little bit, and do it in moderation, and be careful of what you are pumping into your stomach every day. You know, it takes me a week after we come back from a trip to actually get back to the gym. I'm just feeling that shit. You know, and I do try to eat healthy. You know, you may see me looking for pizza and hamburgers and things like that when we are, but it's mainly, you know, probably the pizzas can't be good for me. You know, but at least a hamburger isn't deep fried, stir fry and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not saying stay away from the Lao food when you're over here travelling, not at all, but you've got to be very mindful and careful of what you're putting into your body, or it does come back and bite you. You know, and Neenee is still relatively young for just turning 54. You know, and this is a bit of a wake-up call to her, that she just can't keep putting shit inside her stomach, or not paying attention to what she's eating. Nice storm over there in Thailand. Lots of mud down here, hey? We'll ride up here, then down through the night markets, and I'll head on back home. Police there. It was one of those dudes who got me up at the T-Bone Steakhouse. I don't know if you can see it behind us, but he would have been sitting there looking up at that corner, and as soon as I turned left, once he pulled me over, I knew what he'd got me for. Wasn't sure if you could turn left or not there, but getting off with 100,000 kip is light for me. It's only 480 or so. Somebody said they done exactly the same thing. He didn't even speak to the copper. He gave him $50,000, and the copper $50,000, 50,000 kip, which is $2.50 if that. He just knew he did wrong, didn't say anything, gave him 50, and that was it. Drove off again. So, okay, what have they done? Dumped a hole. Oh, that cleaned up pretty good quickly, didn't it? This is where we want to go. Still before 4, markets aren't set up yet. If you guys are wondering how am I holding my GoPro, I done a video on this when I made it a couple of years ago. Old Airguard container, rolling one I broke. The handle on my GoPro fits down in there perfect. I just got like a G-clamp. I can just swing it round, turn it round, slide it round, pull it out when I want to talk, or just slide it back in there like that and continue riding. Easy peasy, Japanesey. Alright, watch the traffic coming this way. They're both one-way streets. Go across here. There we go. Forward facing. So from the night markets, that's what you'd call the main entrance in and out from this side of the street. If you followed this road down, it will take you all the way down to the Walkman shop and D-Mart, where we parked the other night when we took Neenee's parents out for dinner at the street food night markets there. It is a nice walk down here of an evening, jam-packed, full of vendors and bars and restaurants and people and joining up. It's a good little night spot area. Not a night spot area that you'd typically find in Pattaya or Bangla Road or places like that. The Laos style night spot area for decent type of people. Got a bit of a lean up on this trike. Get on this side of the car in case he wants to turn right on me. Good bar there too, in a great spot when sun's setting and the area's starting to pick up. You got a good view of this there, that one. A good view of the major happening intersection here. massage place there. Don't know if you'll get a happy ending or not, but not really into the massages. And this was the corner where that big eagle swooped down on us the other night. Somebody said they nearly ducked. Didn't realise it was on the screen. So did I when I was editing. I didn't see it till I was editing. But we'll go this way. Yeah, it's still fenced off at the moment. They open up about 5 o'clock, I think. Street food just in here on your right. Go this way. This way's back home. So let us know. Hey, how you doing? So let us know, guys, you like these riding and talking shit videos? Let us know down below. Very easy for me to edit, and I can just whack them in, make them up quickly to get more content out for you guys. You know what I mean? Doing my travel videos, my hard edit ones, I can only really get out 2 videos a week, but doing a bicycle tour or something like that, and that bicycle tour is not going to take place of one of those other videos. It will be an extra bit of content you receive that week. So let us know if you like these easy cycle tours of Vientiane. Let us know where you'd like me to take you. I can do. Alright, I'm going to have to pick speed up here because I've got to cross. Where's this car going? He's moving over way too far. Yeah, I'll put my finger out, he's seen me. Thank you very much. You've really got to be thinking ahead here where you want to turn next and getting onto that side. So many people leave it way too late and turning from the far right lane, cutting across you, wanting to turn left. It happens. You just got to be mindful of it. It is like playing a video game, just that you don't respawn, so you're always watching for those sporadic missiles that come in at you at different angles. The beauty of bikes in Laos. It is a bad corner here of an afternoon. We want to turn left, don't want to turn left from the far right like I was just complaining about. The police, he's got his eye on somebody there. Wouldn't even give me the nod. Okay, so it's a 5-way intersection this. You got it, mate, you got plenty of room. On the other side of this box, their next turn, it takes turn in a clockwise direction. These lights will be next. Don't want to hold this traffic up behind me. There we go. Even though they jumped the light, okay, back on Nong Batong Road now, guys. That was our toe cutter dealer back there on the corner. So you should know where we are. Yeah, didn't even look. Our old mate then pulling out. I was ready for him. Guy wants to overtake, so I'll let him get in front of me. I think I'll probably overtake before him. Mark on a map the route I've just taken. Be interesting to see how many kilometres it is. I should have grabbed a timestamp. How long it's taken me. But I haven't turned this video off, so that'll be a good indication from when I turned it on to when I do get home, if the battery lasts. As I pointed out in the previous daily life video, you notice a lot of potholes are around places that like to keep their part of the road dust free. And they're the first places that appear with potholes. Tell me I'm wrong on my theory. Look at them here, car dealership, they've been patched. Oh, I was going to jump the footpath then, but we got to turn left up here. There is no hurry, Todd. Visa guy got back to me today. Everything's ready to go. So 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks we'll have an answer to whether Neenee is coming to Australia with us for Christmas. Don't even have a plan B or plan C if that comes back negative. Also, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Coming up to Neenee's school soon. Battery's just gone down into the yellow. Not too bad. Full cycle tour like that on one battery. That's a school there on the left. I am here. Those little round things either side of your hand, they're mirrors. You got one pointing down to the road why you couldn't see me. Cock up. Tongs Taj Mahal. Buy two of Neenee's houses with that fence. It's gold. I like the way they'll scream on out of a lane, a soy, a hom, and then look, once they're out, like this, full face helmet. He did keep over, but I'll give him that. Don't know what's going up there, guys. Or it's a car dealership or markets or street food markets. Keep you posted. There you go. A lot of the time you may not see me behind the screen. I am pointing to them which way I'm going. Or if I am indicating, just so they're aware of the crazy farang on the bike. And hopefully it'll catch on. They start doing the same sort of thing. Anyway guys, thanks for coming along. It's always good to have company on a ride. Woo-wee. Those ribbons and the gazebo thingy there. Old uncle on the corner. You've heard me mention about old uncle before. His wife. Just here in his house. Dear old lady, really nice lady. She had they were both home, had a fall in the bathroom, tripped over the step and come down and slapped her head. On the shower recess lip. That was it. She was there for hours, most of the day. He was home, he didn't know where she was, because Lao homes do have multiple bathrooms, toilets also, so he may have been using a different one. She was found when the kids come home. Hey! Yeah, poor things. The grandchildren found her, because it is a family home. They were the elders of the household, started the shop, and now the son and daughter's running it, and grandkids live there, and she was in there most of the day, and it wasn't until the granddaughter come in and found her. They took her to hospital, but it was way too long. They think she had just gone straight away. Neenee went to the funeral yesterday. Yesterday they cremated her. Up until the cremation, you will see white and black banners. There isn't traditionally no drinking before then. And after they're cremated, they'll change it to the gold banners, like we just seen then. And that's when they do crack out the beers and the Lao, and they do really celebrate the person's life. But for a good week, there are people coming and going 24/7. Yeah, so there's always friends and family and relatives with these people at this time of grieving. So that'll probably just go for a couple more days there now. I did joke with Neenee, not about this one, but I have before, when they change it to the gold banners, gold and white. Is that because it's the beer Lao colours? They can get the beer out. So, yeah, sad. Just they're there 1 minute, she's fine, and then just... And I asked Neenee how Uncle was, and it's a little upset, but he said he's happy the way it went. She went quick without anybody having to take care of her, wash her, feed her, you know, how the elderly go. You know, they've got to be deep in their 80s, but she was still fairly active and still worked in the shop. But he's thankful and grateful that she went the way she did, which is no doubt all we could all ask for, isn't it? You know, going, not being dependent on other people in life. What a bummer of a way to end a video. Thanks for tuning in, guys.